You work hard, harder than most people around you. You put in long hours. You push through when you are tired. You sacrifice. You try. And yet, the results do not match the effort. Here is something that might change everything. Hard work is not the answer. Welcome back to Gentle Wisdom. Today, I want to challenge one of the most deeply held beliefs in the world. That if you just work harder, things will get better. Because the evidence says something different. The most successful people in the world are not the hardest workers. They are the deepest thinkers. By the end of this video, you will understand why effort alone is not enough, what actually separates high performers from everyone else, and how to change your approach starting today. So slow down, listen carefully, and let's begin. Lesson 1. Busyness is not productivity. Here is the first uncomfortable truth. Being busy and being productive are not the same thing. Most people confuse the two. They fill their days with tasks, meetings, messages, and activity. They feel productive because they are always doing something. But at the end of the day, the most important work never got done. Because the most important work requires something that busyness destroys. Deep thinking. Cal Newport, in his book Deep Work, describes this clearly. The ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task is becoming increasingly rare. And it is exactly this ability that produces the most valuable results. Think about two people at work. Both are in the office for 10 hours. The first responds to every message immediately. She attends every meeting. She is always available, always busy. At the end of the day, she feels exhausted but has completed nothing significant. The second blocks 2 hours every morning for deep, uninterrupted thinking. She does not respond to messages during that time. She focuses on one important problem. At the end of the day, she has done less, but she has achieved more. Busyness is the enemy of depth, and depth is where real results come from. Remember this. Stop measuring your day by how busy you were. Measure it by how deeply you thought. Lesson 2. The world rewards depth, not effort. Here is something school never taught you. The world does not reward effort. It rewards results. And results come from depth, not volume. A doctor who spends 10 hours doing routine checkups produces less value than one who spends 2 hours on a complex diagnosis that saves a life. A writer who produces 10,000 words of average content produces less value than one who produces 1,000 words that change how people think. An English learner who studies 3 distracted hours produces less progress than one who studies 30 minutes with complete focus. In every field, depth beats volume. Always. And yet, most people optimize for volume. More hours, more tasks, more effort. Because volume is visible. Depth is invisible. But depth is what actually moves things forward. There was once a learner named May. She studied English for 3 hours every evening. She was proud of her dedication. But she never seemed to improve much. Then she read about deep work. She tried an experiment. She cut her study time to 45 minutes. But during those 45 minutes, she gave her English absolute, complete, undivided attention. After 1 month, she had made more progress than in the previous 6 months of 3-hour sessions. Less time, more depth, better results. Here is what works. Give less time to more things. Give more depth to fewer things. Lesson 3. Hard work is a trap. Here is the truth that no one wants to say out loud. Hard work can be a trap. When things are not working, the instinct is to work harder. Study more. Push more. Sacrifice more. But if the approach is wrong, more effort just produces more of the wrong results faster. The question is never how hard are you working. The question is how well are you thinking. The most successful people do not work harder than average. In many cases, they work less, but they protect their thinking time fiercely. They do not let busyness invade the hours reserved for deep work. They know something that most people never learn. The quality of your thinking determines the quality of your results. Not the number of hours. Not the amount of effort. The depth of thought. This applies to learning English, to building a career, to managing money, to solving any problem worth solving. If you want better results, do not ask yourself how you can work harder. Ask yourself how you can think more deeply. Start here. Protect 1 hour every day for deep thinking. No phone. No interruptions. Just you and the problem you most need to solve. Lesson 4. Work less. Achieve more. Here is the final truth. The most valuable thing you can do is think clearly about the right things. Not respond faster. Not attend more meetings. Not produce more content. Not study more hours. Think clearly about the right things with full attention. This is what separates people who achieve extraordinary results from those who are always busy but never quite get there. And it is available to everyone, including you, right now. Think about what you are working on. What is the most important thing? Not the most urgent. The most important. When did you last give that thing your complete, undivided, uninterrupted attention? If the answer is not recently, that is where to start. Not by working harder, by thinking better. Hard work will always have its place. But without deep thinking to guide it, hard work is just spinning wheels. You have been working hard. Now it is time to start thinking deeply. Tonight, instead of adding more hours, protect 30 minutes for your most important thought. Phone away. Quiet. Deep. That 30 minutes of deep thinking will do more for you than 3 more hours of hard work. The most successful people are not the hardest workers. They are the deepest thinkers. And that is a choice you can make today. Train your mind and keep becoming.